Hi, and thanks for joining me for another Minute with Dr. M. Let's talk about kids and mental health. The virus and the stay-at-home order is a lot for kids to process right now. Not only are their routines, their normal routines being disrupted, they are separated from their friends and their teachers, and there's also the worry about the virus itself. And this is compounded for families who are stressed or who are vulnerable, who have economic difficulties or perhaps have a family member who is ill. And this is a problem we're really just now starting to understand. It's a very complex issue, and I'm going to try and address it just briefly in today's video and tomorrow's video. So kids' reaction to this virus really spans the spectrum. Some are thrilled to be at home and away from the structured routine of school, and others really have a lot of fear and anxiety. But in general, we know that kids' reaction and resilience is very closely tied to the safety and the security that they have at home. The kids that are the most vulnerable have their issues with that. Perhaps there are economic hardships, housing issues, and food insecurities. So life is really weird right now for everyone, but child development specialists have assured us that most kids are going to come through this with a sense of resilience. But unfortunately, we really don't have a lot of research right now on how kids are going to react to this. We know that a lot of it depends on how long they're exposed to the stress, how close they are exposed to the stress, and then also, again, the stability of the home resources they have. For younger children, what we may see are regression or comfort-seeking behaviors. So there may be some thumb-sucking, some additional attention-seeking, and that's because kids really rely on consistency, and there's just not a lot of that in our lives right now. For older kids and teens, what parents may see is some irritability and perhaps some mood swings, but a lot of that has to do with the social distancing. For many kids, that's really the hardest thing, being away from their friends. Now, for parents of kids who already have existing issues with anxiety or depression, this is particularly going to be perhaps a difficult time. A lot of the things that they're asking us to do right now, the constant hand washing and the sanitizing, those are anxiety-provoking behaviors anyway for anyone, let alone someone who's already struggling with these issues. So there's really an element of obsessive compulsiveness that we're being asked to do right now, just something to keep in mind. Now, with all that said, the good news is most kids are going to come through this just fine and having built a new sense of resiliency. So tomorrow, I'll be back to talk about some ways that parents can assist during this time.